moving on to that first little bit, which is what advice we have for beginners when it comes to actually getting better at copy. Imagine that you are speaking to a person who's still writing copies instead of copy.
The first thing you're going to want to do is go out on the internet and see who is advertising, who are the customers, and what are they saying about the products that they're selling, and how are they advertising it. That's the first thing you got to do. That includes looking at digital ads. That includes signing up for email lists and paying attention to those emails once you start getting them in your inbox. What is this person trying to say? And then are they trying to sell me something? How much is that? Like, what happens next? Try to see what happens next, because you've entered the funnel. Now that they know you're a paying customer, they're going to want to sell you stuff, right? So trying to really decipher what are the sales messages, how are they selling me, what are they selling me, and start taking notes about all of that stuff. Slowly, you will start to pick up the main beats the companies, the advertisers, the copywriters are using to talk about these products.
You ain't reading enough copy. You want to be a copywriter because you want that hot, nasty money. You want the check, but you ain't willing to do the work. You ain't signing up for email lists. You ain't reading your email. You ain't even clicking on ads. You probably browse the internet with ad block. And in fact, I know for a fact that some of you are doing this because we actually put out the advice to search the internet without ad block before. People were like, nah, fam, I'm good. I'd prefer to just browse the internet with ad block. Read ads.
It's such a big mindset change. Like, when you start paying attention to that stuff, you see nothing else. You just see ads all the time. How much our lives are inundated with advertisements and marketing messages. We tune it out because we're so inundated with it. You have to tune back into it, and you need to start paying attention to it and consuming a lot of advertisements.
Imagine if you were a table maker who never looked at tables. Imagine you wanted to be a short story writer, but never read a short story. Once you start actually forcing yourself to pay attention to ads, looking not just at the copy itself, but where you see these things, where things lead to, what things connect to, simply being aware of that will get you just a 40% jump in your abilities and knowledge almost immediately. You don't have to pay for a course for that. You don't have to pay anybody for that. You can just live.
A way to trick yourself into being curious about this stuff is to look for copywriting everywhere, not just in ads that you don't want to watch, but when you're on YouTube. YouTube, as all five of us can appreciate over the last year or so, is a phenomenal place to look at copywriting. Things like thumbnails, titles of videos, descriptions, trying to get you to click on things, YouTube video scripts, YouTube ads, obviously, that come up. Wherever you're looking at stuff, wherever there is written text anywhere in the world, why is that interesting? Or what's that doing well? Or why did that get my attention? Anytime that something hooks you, why did it do that? Just start to ask those questions. When you see something out in public, like you're at a train station and you see a big billboard, and it makes you stop and look, and you find yourself reading it. Ask, why did it do that? If you are someone who is like, I really want to get into copywriting, but reading sounds really boring right now, ease yourself into it with things you're already interested in and just start to ask yourself these questions.
Where do I even find copy? If you go to Google and search for literally anything, you will find ads. It will say sponsored or promoted or ad. If you click on those, you will have done copywriting research because you will be looking at an ad and then clicking onto a landing page. I'm going to show you my screen really quick. Hey, this is Google. I typed in Facebook ad library. I'm going to click on it. Hey, it's the top result. There you go. We can click on all ads. And let's say that you are an aspiring copywriter and you just woke up this morning and you were just hot and horny to sell umbrellas. You just woke up and you were like, my God, do I want to be a copywriter in the umbrella selling niche? Or you go to the Facebook ad library and you type motherfucking umbrellas. Short form ads, especially Facebook ads, are really interesting because marketers discovered a little bit of a secret. The same stuff that works for email copy works for short form Facebook copy. And in fact, those of you who are a member of different email lists, you might find that some of the emails that you get might find their way into Facebook as ads. Because oftentimes you can just copy paste those because they still work. And so you could just scroll through ads and you could just, hey, I want to learn more about this by Frankfurt Shade. Look at that umbrella. Oh my God. Look at how this landing page is written. Oh, an Aurora
Oh,
cantilever?
The cantilever
God.
design.
Oh, it's cantilever design. The fiberglass? Look at all this copy. Look at these bullets. This is how you learn copy. You look at copy. Where do you find copy? This is an easy place. It is literally a